This is lesson 2 of the connectors, and here we're looking at waw al-hal, or the waw of the circumstantial clause. So when we have a sentence in Arabic, the letter waw within that sentence can introduce a clause, a subclause, that indicates a state of the doer of the verb or the object of the verb that exists at the same time as the action of the main clause. Here we'll have a waw plus a jumla haliya, and the jumla haliya can be a nominal sentence or it can be a verbal sentence. So here's an example of the waw al-hal followed by a nominal sentence. وصلت أختي إلى الجامعة وهي تعبانة. My sister arrived at the university while being tired. So the waw here doesn't indicate consecutive action. It indicates here that the subclause, which is the sentence هي تعبانة, she is tired, is telling us something about the state of my sister at the time that she arrived. Here we have another example of a nominal sentence that includes a verb in it. حضرت إلى الجامعة وهي تقود سيارتها. She arrived at the university by driving her car. And notice here we translated it as by, because by here indicates that the state that she was in was driving the car at the same time of the action of the main verb. She arrived. So here we have وهي تقود سيارتها, and she is driving her car. But the هي تقود سيارتها is about her state at the time that the action of the verb is occurring. جاءت سلمى ومعها ابنها الأصغر. Selma came, her youngest son being with her. Again, I didn't translate the waw here as and that's because وَمَعَهَا ابْنُهَا الْأَصْغَرُ is indicating Selma's state or something that is occurring at the same time as Selma's coming. Selma came, her youngest son being with her. Here we have an example of the past tense and a verbal sentence. So عاد صديقي عمر من فرنسا وقد حصل على الدكتوراه. My friend Omar returned from France وقد حصل على الدكتوراه, having obtained a doctorate. So the obtaining of the doctorate occurred at the same time that he returned, i.e. that he was in the state of having obtained the doctorate when he returned. Now, here in all of these examples so far, we have talked about the state of the doer of the verb. This can also apply to the object of the verb. However, these examples will focus on the doer of the verb. عاد صديقي عمر من فرنسا وما حصل على الدكتوراه. So we can also use the negative, not having obtained a doctorate. My friend Omar returned from France not having obtained a doctorate. We could also use the past tense but negated by لم. عاد صديقي عمر من فرنسا ولم يحصل على الدكتوراه. My friend Omar returned from France not having obtained a doctorate. And here we don't have the waw at all. قرأت الكتاب أبحث عن معلومات جديدة عن القضية. So we don't even have the waw here, but this is an example of a subclause in which the waw is elided or omitted. I read the book searching for new information about the issue. Here, because this clause is introduced by a present tense verb, we assume, or we can assume, that it is a waw al-hal clause in which the waw is dropped. Here we have an example of a similar sentence but with the negative. قرأت الكتاب ولم أجد معلومات جديدة عن القضية. I read the book and didn't find new information about the issue. Notice here that the wow is included. Why? Because we don't have a present tense verb by itself, but rather we have the negative walam. So the wow is needed, comes back here when we want to use the particle lam, which is the negative particle, to negate أجد. قرأت الكتاب ولم أجد معلومات جديدة عن القضية. I read the book and didn't find new information about the issue. شكرا. مع السلامة.